This is NBA legend Russell Westbrook, and currently he is sitting as a free agent, and we're going to change that, and we're going to try and give him a send-off that is worthy of the legendary career that he has had. I went around the league and I looked at teams that maybe need a point guard, and the team I kind of settled on was the Heat. Obviously, Tyler Hero isn't a natural point guard. He's more of a 2, not the best facilitator, much more of a scorer. Davion, I like Davion, especially his defense, but is he going to be capable of completely running a team night to night on a good team? I don't know. Terry Rozier just got listed as the worst contract in Heat history, or trade in Heat history. It's been bad. Under 40% from the field. And then Jonas is a little bit of a ways away, I think, at only 19 years old. I think he could be a solid NBA player, but even then, I don't know if he'll end up being a full-time facilitator, playmaker anyway. So I'm going to try and get Russ on this team. It's going to take some work. I think right now, all I can offer him is a minimum. Yeah, so it'll only let me offer him a minimum. Obviously, he has no interest in that. So I'm going to go work on some moves. Obviously, we got contracts to move. We could probably cut some guys like a Josh Christopher, and realistically I think we'll have to cut guys anyway because we have way more than 15. So we're just gonna go to next season, see how many guys we have to get rid of. Oh, we actually don't have too many. I thought we had way more. We're gonna let LeBron go on his farewell tour. On paper, I don't hate this team all that much, but I want to get Russ here, so probably gonna have to move Haywood, Fontecchio, and Rozier if we can. We'll start with these two moves, see what we can do, because how much Russ is looking for, like 18, I think it's yeah, they got him asking for like 19 mil. That's gonna be tough. I also could sim. Maybe we sim a little and just see if he gets signed. Like if we sim this first day, I'm gonna sim like this first week and just see if he gets picked up. And we started off 0-3. That's not fun. Okay, the Pistons signed Russ to a $16 million deal. Let's go get him. I'm just gonna see if they'll do this straight up. We'll send them Fontecchio right back. Give him Haywood, Highsmith. We'll take on Jenkins and Russ. Also throw you a second round pick. 2 seconds. I really don't want to throw them first right now. You know what? I have no plans of being bad this year, so we'll just give them. Actually, will they swap picks? Let them lottery protect it? All right, that's fine. We'll just have to give them one unprotected first, but Russ is here. First step of the plan is done. Next thing to do, we're gonna move Tyler over to the 2. He goes up to an 88. He can play some backup. Yeah, he can play some backup 1. Actually, no, he can't. We're gonna go NA, and the reason for this being, we're gonna take away, but Davion goes down. That's fine. So backup point guard minutes are not gonna be played by anybody else. It's just gonna be Russ, hopefully. All right, nobody can give me nothing for these two, so I'm just gonna cut them both. Don't care to have either of these guys just taking up a roster space, although I can assign them to the G League, so I'll just do that. We're gonna get rid of Josh Christopher though. Next thing, just for sim's sake, I'm gonna turn injuries off, and that being said, I'm gonna move Davion to the bench full time. So we force non-starter for 1 season, and then for Russ, the one thing I want to do is change his number, and for the hell of it, we'll give him that like 2016-ish cut. So right now, I don't hate the team at all, but if you've seen one of these, you know we're about to make this ridiculous in a sense that Russ is gonna be playing like 40 minutes a night. And honestly, defensively, I think I want to start Wiggs at the 4 and Adebayo at the 5, and then we'll let Russ play 41, I guess. I want to get it higher, but there we go. So 48, he's not actually going to play 48 just because of the way this game goes. The next thing I want to do for Russ, we're going to look at his shot tendency and everything. So driving layups at 85, he's got to take that a bunch. Close shot, driving dunker, solid. 3 points not as bad. Free throws not great. Pass accuracy, ball handle, those are all great. Perimeter defense ain't too bad. Steals not too bad. Agility, speed, vertical, all still elite. So we got some stuff to work with. Shot tendency is going to be a 99, and then touch, we're going to actually play at 100. His close shot being an 80, we're going to up a lot. His midi used to be really good, not as good anymore. We are going to just leave that. 3-pointer actually pretty solid, not great by any means, but a 74 is definitely playable. We can up that. Drives already really high. Driving layups at 99. Driving dunk, we'll put it up to like 85-ish. We'll also up alley-oop since his vertical is so good. Up his crash, so hopefully he gets even more rebounds. We'll have him finish and dish a high amount. Since his passing is so good, we'll up his alley-oop pass. And then versus a poor and an average defender, we're definitely going to have him ISO a bunch. Also going to up his pass interception and his steal to 99, as well as his block and his contest. And I'm also going to lower his fouls down. So this is us giving the keys back to Russ to be a #1 option on a team. Post settings, I'm cool with get shooters open. We got shooters on this team. Everybody in the starting lineup can shoot pretty well. 3-pointer, 82 for Norm, 84 for Hero, 82 for Wiggs, 78 for Bam. That's fine. We're going to play up pace. We'll crash the offensive glass, physical defense, and crash the defensive glass. And then system proficiency, I'm going to stay away from 7 seconds. Pace and space ain't too bad. Yeah, I'm going to do perimeter centric, I think. And we're going to just see how that goes. So first game against his old team, his old teammate too, Kevin Durant. Off to a good start. We'll check in. So at about halftime, Russ already has 17 points, great shooting, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. At the end of the third, he's now second in scoring with 21, 6, and 9. Bam having a really good game. And we actually just blew out the Rockets 24, 7, and 13 for Russ. Already has his those averages up a lot. We're gonna sim through the first week. Actually, we'll take a look at all of these games because this is just fun. Old team, old team, old team, and then the team we just traded for him from. So against the Rockets at the half, already 10 rebounds, 8 points on only 2 of 2 shooting, 4 assists. He's hooping out there. Good enough to get us out to a good lead. Fourth quarter up 10 points. 12, 11, and 6. The shooting's worse. Davion leading the way in points, shooting it well, and we win by 19. Russ ends up with 18, 12, and 7. I'm happy with that. Against the Wizards here, we're actually kind of, well, we were trailing, but we do take the lead, and Russ already has 28, 10, and 5, and we have a minute left. We'll hop in here. 28, 11, and 5. Horrible shooting from him. 2 steals, 3 blocks. 1 minute left. 2-point game. We should hop in. Norm to throw it in. Throws it into Russ, who has Bub Carrington guarding him, kind of locking him up. Russ gets into the paint, steps back, throws it to Norm, kicks it right back to Russ. Russ gets right around him for a beautiful layup animation that I don't think I've seen. Gives us a 4-point lead. And I also kind of hoed on Russ for his shooting in this game. It's 44% now, so it really ain't that bad. Carrington tries to throw it into Sar, but Bam with a steal. Bam throws it up to Wiggins. That might do it. Gives us a 6-point lead with 35 seconds left. Unless they hit a 3 here. Looks like they try and get it back into Sar again. Going against Bam. Fades, doesn't get it to go. Bam gets fouled. That should be enough to win the game. And it was 107 to 100. CJ led the way for them. Leading the way for us, Russ with 30, 12, 5, 2, 3. Only 1 turnover. So far since we made the Russ trade, we haven't lost a game. Big game against the Pistons. He'll be guarding Cade in this one. And the second quarter, we put up 40 points on him. And we are going to win this one. Russ, 27, 2, 7, 3, 2 blocks. Really happy with that game. He shot 7 threes, which I don't love. Bam had a tremendous game. And we're going to sim. We'll sim to the end of November and just see what his stats look like. So our little 4-game win streak of the games we took a look at did not last. We immediately lost 3 more. Then we won 3. Then we lost 2. Then we won 2. Now we've lost 4 in a row. Been up and down for sure. We're going to go take a look at what Russ is doing specifically. He's averaging 22, 6.5, 8. I mean, I'm not mad at those numbers. The field goal percentage isn't as bad, and the 3-point percentage is pretty terrible. So I do want to go in on this year, and one of the things I think we could do is play with this Terry Rozier contract, pair it with maybe one of our younger guys, just see who's being bad. I'm assuming Jovic is actually solid. Well, Ware's decent. Hawk is okay, but maybe we throw Jovic in because he has the worst defense. Or you know what? Pell Larson's not playing at all, so that's a young player with some potential, I guess. For $2 million and 26.6 from Rozier, we could go get something with that. Not really seeing anything I want here, so we're gonna go into the player finder. Probably want one of these shooting guard wing positions, and really I just kind of want A- 3-pointer, A- perimeter defense, and just see what this returns us. Like a DeAndre Hunter, Reese Shea would be cool, but I'm assuming he would be tough to get. He is untouchable. Obviously Hunter's not gonna be. Dylan Brooks isn't gonna be. I think I saw Lou Dort re-signed for a long-term extension, but I feel like Lou is he would really fit Heat culture. We throw in Rozier. They gotta make up some money. Do I want any of these guys? Not really, but to make the money work, that could be cool. We throw them Pell Larson like I already planned. Then they can just give us Jalen Williams. We throw him Gary Payton. Oh my god. Okay, not gonna work for Lou Dort. The other one was DeAndre Hunter. It's actually the contract works better, but I think they're really good, so this might be a tough sell just overall. They're only 10 and 10. We're 9 and 12, so they're not that much better than us. You know what? I'm gonna skip a little bit more, maybe 1 more month, and I mean, unless it's terrible, we'll go to the middle of December and see how our next few games go if a trade is really needed. We're 13 and 14. Still don't know. Russ improving his points. His rebounds still are low. What's his rebounding stats? They're not that great, and I think Bam's probably getting a bunch. Yeah, he's averaging 11. Would be his career high. Yeah, I guess we just kind of ride it out, maybe even to the end of January before we make a big move if we really even need to. He doesn't even have a triple-double this year. That's pretty crazy to me. Gonna continue to monitor the trade block, stuff like that. So I did trade Terry Rozier, and I don't know if it's a move that puts us over the top, but it's a move I like. We got Drew straight up. Well, not straight up. I lied. We had to give a pick. We had to give up 1 pick. Well, 1 first-round pick in 2030, unprotected, I think. Couple of seconds. Doesn't matter because we're not going to be here that long. It looks like Russ wants to retire after this season, but we got Drew. We also got a first-round pick with it. I like the idea of Drew being a shooting guard here, kind of just guarding the other team's best guard, letting Russ kind of play more offense. So let's see what the team thinks we should do. They still want to play Russ 31. I'm fine with that. Hawk has been playing well, it says, and I still want this to kind of be the rotation. They want to move. Oh, I forgot we have Tyler. Tyler can still start. We're not going to move Tyler to the bench, but this will be the lineup. Drew can come off the bench, play about 25 a night, and then we'll have Russ set to 46. I will take away 2 more from Davion. Russ set to 48. I like a little more defense. Those 2 are just going to be killing off the bench defensively. We still got Hawkes, Khalil Ware. We still got room to make moves if we feel like we need to, but I just think Wiggins defensively gives us a lot. Khalil Ware's youth still being being here. Hawkins, Pell Larson, Jovic, Yakichonis, IRL. This team has not a pretty decent future, but some stuff. If they land, you know? All right, so yeah, we are still an up and down team 3 weeks later. Looking at some of these teams who are bad, maybe there's a power forward we get to move on from Wiggins, who I do like, but Scotty Barnes isn't listed as untouchable. He doesn't shoot the three well at all. I mean, does this team have a run in it? I just don't know. I mean, Pascal would be cool. I'm sure they're decent. Aaron Gordon would be cool. What's his 3-point rating? 88. Man, the Nuggets are in the playoff hunt, so I don't know how realistic it would be that they would be looking to move Aaron Gordon. I'm not looking for the most realistic thing ever, but they are looking to move Cam Johnson though. Yeah, I'm struggling to think of a move we could make. Every time I look, I just feel like better off just staying put. Maybe this will be the win streak we go on and I don't have to think about making trades. See, we were winning good games, like a game against the Mavs, but then we lose by 40 to the Nets, lose to the Pistons.
Okay, found this on the web for we were winning good games like a game against the Mets, but then we lose 40 to the Nets. Check it out.
All right, well, that's what's up, Siri. Trade deadline's approaching fast, and I just still have made no moves with this team. We're currently in 5th in the conference, 28 and 25. It's not safe at all. Russ still leading the team in points, rebounds. He's at about 6 and then 8 assists. We have 3 20-point scorers on the team. That's pretty cool. So let's just look at what our assets are. We have 2 first-round picks that are tradable. I mean, a guy like Davion, who I know they like, I shouldn't say I know. I think they like in Miami. He's making $12 million. He's been a negative player. We can maybe trade him. And then I'm looking at Andrew Wiggins or Norm Powell as guys who could also be on the outs. Norm shot it pretty well, but he is a negative player. My one thing about Norm Powell is he's probably more of a tradable piece than Wiggins. Wiggins is still under team control next year, and he gives us versatility defensively. So maybe we move on. And one guy, I mean, OG is an interesting bit, and the money and everything does line up. OG, decent 3-pointer, interior and perimeter defense are pretty solid. He's having a horrible year. We'd be taking a chance on him. Why is he having such a year? Do we go all in and try and get him? Maybe we try and hold on to our picks and then try and trade them. Let's try. Okay, they do want to hold on. We'll give them 2 first. If that doesn't get the deal done, doesn't get the deal done. So, I mean, who is this magical player? I mean, the Celtics are here, the Hornets, there's nothing on the Sixers that gets me excited. The Magic, I know they say Paolo's untouchable, so really nothing there. Unless Jalen Suggs, 83-pointer, his perimeter defense is a 94. Say we take Suggs, and then we can move around the starting lineup a little bit. 35 M's, Norm, Davion. I don't think I like this. Would they do it? They took their pick back. I think that was theirs. That might have been ours. But now we just got Jalen Suggs to come play we're gonna have him play. Ooh. He's a bit undersized to play the 3, right? He's 6'5". He could be worse. He goes down as a shooting guard. His interior defense is too low for me to play him at 3. They want to move Tyler to the bench. That might have been a stupid trade. we might backtrack on it because we have our starting 2 guard. What am I thinking? All right, let's throw Suggs, who I assume honestly probably has more value than the guys we just traded anyway. Throw like a Suggs and a Jordan Goodwin in. Low-key, a guy John Collins might be a nice little fit. He can hit 3, decent defensively, give some boards, and we also get Chris Paul. I don't really want Chris Paul, but we could just redo the trade that we just did. You know what? I think I'm gonna throw Chicago a bone here. I think they low-key win this trade. 24-year-old guard, but we get Vooch, who's gonna spread the floor and get some rebounds, and then we can play Bam at the 4, Vooch at the 5. Wiggins gonna start at 3. They want to start Drew. I'm gonna start Tyler. We got enough defense in the starting lineup, I guess. Not really, but okay. I'm gonna take away all Brandon Clark's minutes. I don't care to have him play like ever. Probably gonna end up taking away. I guess we don't have to. I was gonna say some of Hawkes' minutes. Probably actually going to. They want to go with this. Drew coming off as the 6th man. I think we'll go with this. 48 to Russ, 32 to Hero, 32 to Wiggs, 34 to Bam, 30 to Vooch. Joel Ware's gonna play 26. Holiday 26. 12 for Jaime. I think I like the roster now. First game against Russ's old team, and we do lose. Russ played. He honestly didn't play bad. I was ready to say he played bad because he was all the way down here, but almost a triple-double. 5 of 13. Bam had a decent game. Vucevic actually played pretty well. And then we go on a 2-game win streak. Russ 26, 5 and 8. 15, 6 and 6 there. Only played 24 minutes, so he fouled out. But he was having a good game there. Another game against the Knicks. I hope he kind of cooks, having Brunson on him. 21, 8 and 11. Horrible shooting, actually. But we did get the win. We got the win. Who cares? Russ, unfortunately, was not an all-star, nor is he in the MVP race, any of that. I'm gonna lower everybody else's touch tendencies down just a bit. That way Russ kind of sticks out even more, and hopefully the second half of the season just is crazy. Wemby is your MVP. Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year. RJ Barrett 6th man. Depoy Wemby. Trace Jackson Davis Most Improved. Giannis clutch player. Shout out and Aaron Phillips. First team looks like this. Second team team, Russell Westbrook, finished the season averaging 22, 6, and 8 on the dot, actually. 46 from the field, 30 from 3. So honestly, not that bad for him. I'm assuming he made and shot way more than usual. Yeah, made 150, 500 attempts, which would be his most since 2016-17. And from the free throw line, he shot 60%, which is just disappointing. I didn't realize it's like been that bad for the last handful of years. So we finished as the 5 seed. I think honestly it was just kind of an up and down finish for the team overall. How did Russ do post All-Star break when we changed everybody else's tendencies? Upped his points by a couple, upped his rebound by just a few percentages, and then the assist went down, but not too mad at that. 3-point percentage was worse in the second half. In the month of March, he was pretty fantastic. And then April, I don't know how many games he played, but it was a down month. We had 3 guys average 20, Vooch 15, 13 for Wiggs, and we are in the playoffs to take on the Miami Heat. I like this matchup for Russ. I don't hate it for Tyler. I like it offensively for us. So actually, what I'm thinking is I think I might move Tyler to the bench for this series so that Drew is guarding. We're gonna have Drew guard Trey, so that's not something that, you know, falls on Russ, at least at the start of the game. And we're just gonna see game 1. Damn, I'm getting a glitch. This has happened to me before where it says that these two-way players are playing and there's nothing I can do. So who are the two-way players? Hold on. It's Golden. It won't let me switch him with Dennis Jenkins or whatever. Oh wait, did it work? Nope. Now where's Golden? What the hell? All right, that should work, I'm thinking. Now unfortunately I have to go redo the Hawk stuff. All right, let's see. Game 1. Oh my god, what is going on? I'm just gonna hit fix automatically and we lose because I'm sure they didn't start Russ. Drew played 26 minutes. What is okay? It looks like everything's working. Game 2 though, they are coming back. They take a lead. It's tied. We take the lead and we do win game 2. Russ 23, 5, and 11. So tie series game 3 and we do lose. Russ had a decent game. Trey pretty decent as well. Now there's 2 Gary Paytons on the roster, so I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening. It won't let me switch him. There it goes. I'm gonna take away Hawkes' minutes. We're literally gonna play 7 deep, something like this, I guess. Who are they starting at the 4 and 5? Jalen Johnson and Porzingis. I don't hate these matchups. Hopefully we can steal a game here, and we don't. We are down 3-1. Wiggins gave us 37. Russ 26, 7, and 11. Trey Young, man, just having a great series. I'm gonna go see how aggressive is Drew with steals. He's not. He's one of the least aggressive. Drew, get some steals for me, please. To save our season, we do win. We won by a good amount. Trey didn't shoot it as well. Drew, 3 steals this game. Russ, 35, 12, and 9. Can we force a game 7? We do take the lead early. We pull away a little bit. We won every quarter so far. You'll love to see it. Bam, 28, Vooch, 25, 15, 8, and 13 with 4 steals and a block for Russ. One more vintage performance, please. Just one more. Losing in the first quarter, still losing in the third, and they pull away a little bit, and that'll be it for Russ. 22-point defeat, 13 points. It looks like he fouled out. He did 4 blocks. I mean, he still played decent. But that's the end of Russell Westbrook's career. Pretty fun way for him to go as the Thunder win the championship. Can I override this? Oh, he didn't. He didn't try and retire the first year. Drew was pretty disappointing, to be honest, so I'm gonna let him walk, and I'll just let anybody else walk. Draft lottery time. We don't have a pick, so I'm not worried. Staff signing, we'll rock with who we have. We're gonna skip the rookie signing or the NBA draft. Team player options, we are actually gonna accept Wiggins' deal just so we have that money on the books. Qualifying offer wise, this is fine with me. I'm also gonna do a sign and trade type of thing with Vooch. I'm gonna give him as much money as possible. We actually have cap, it says. I'm gonna throw him 40 M's. Like, I'm not even kidding. We'll do a 1-on-1, so whichever team gets him in a trade can just move on from him. I'm also gonna throw Jovic deal. Probably honestly expensive too. Oh, Russ is a free agent? I wasn't even thinking about that. Mr. Westbrook. Oh my god, I sold. I actually sold. Okay, well that's fine because we are gonna go move both of those guys that we just traded for. Obviously Vooch was gonna sign the $40 million deal, and I like this. We're gonna bring in Miles Turner. I think is a guy who's gonna hit 85 3-pointer. Interior defense is good. Perimeter defense is okay. Not the best rebounder. Boom. Save us some money as well. And we were able to sign Russ to that $18.6 million deal. He comes back as our point guard. He's probably gonna regress like crazy though, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. We got options now. Now Wiggins probably has to go, especially before he regresses any bit. I mean, DeAndre Hunter's an option. 85 3-pointer, 83 perimeter defense. Okay, we just traded for Mikal. We had to give him Andrew Wiggins, Noah Penda, first round pick, and Pell Larson. But now we brought in even more defense. We can slot him in at the 3 as well. Now the other person I have to go trade is Nikola Jovic because I gave him $30 million for 1 year. Nobody really wants him, but there's got to be a place we could make it work. And we just overpaid a lot for him. But we did just sign Peyton Watson, who was in restricted free agency. We just overpaid, so Denver didn't want to match it. He comes in with 81 3-pointer, solid interior and perimeter defense, so he gives us that versatility that we lost by trading Wiggins. I signed some guys in free agency, some guys that I actually want to keep, like a Kennard, Brogdon, Caruso, because I just think in real life they would be nice vets to have. Other guys guys that I'm looking to trade, Gabe Vincent, Monte Morris, they're going to give me first round picks, I'm sure. Like the Mavs will give me a 29 first. The Bulls are willing to give me a 2-star first in 2028. The Wizards will give me 2 firsts for Chris Boucher. Will do that. Play progression, it's going to be ugly for some of our older guys. I'm just hoping, oh no, Russ isn't even on the first screen. He goes down to a 77, which is disappointing. And then the guys that we signed go down, but it's okay. It's okay. We're still going to have Russ the point guard. He's only a 77. It's not like he's a 65. I actually, on paper, feel like I really like this team. The one thing I'll do is move Bridges to the 3, let Hero start at 2. The other thing, Jonas is only an 80 overall. We'll give him some run though, see how he's doing. We'll give Jovic 15, I guess. Got to make up 7 more minutes to Russ. All right, 45 is good enough. Any more? Actually, no. We'll take away some more of these guys' minutes. And then I'm going to get our starters all to 30 and let Bam play 34. But I do like this. I think everything should still be good. Make sure Russ's, shot and touch tendency aren't crazy low. And we're going to start simming. We are power ranked as the 7th best team, but that don't mean shit, apparently. So again, we are just 11 and 10 right now. Russ is second in points, averaging just under 26 rebounds, 9 assists still. Field goal percentage is abysmal. Oh my gosh. I'm assuming you're still not playing great. He's been actually valuable. We're going to sim to like the trade deadline. We're not going to overdo it unless it's like we've lost like 10 in a row. And then at the trade deadline, I'll try and make a decision on if I'm going to trade Jovic or just let him rock. We are at the trade deadline. We are still pretty good. There's only 2 guys who are listed as negative, or at least the last time I checked. It's Mikal Bridges, and actually it was Peyton Watson, but he has since gotten into the positives. Now, I see Mikal's listed as a negative, but it actually is really surprising to me because he's averaging 14 points on 42 from the 3 and 46 from field goal. And then that's all coupled with the fact that he's still an elite defender. So how are you negative? His turnover ratio is actually good. So I honestly don't know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go throw Ryan Rollins and also Jovic, the guy overpaid in hopes of trading him in limited opportunities, is playing really well. So I'm going to go trade 2 guys who aren't playing, and that's Ryan Rollins and Jaime Jaquez. See if they land me anything crazy cool. Honestly, these guys might not play either, but they give me more shooting. Well, they don't, but Dalton Knecht does, obviously. 93-pointer. Nick Richards can get some rebounds if he ends up getting in the game. How's Jonas doing? I think I would rather have Knecht play other than Jonas though. And we're going to sim through the trade deadline. Russ obviously doesn't make the All-Star game again. I changed up the rotation a little bit. We're going to take away Peyton Watson's minutes entirely and then just kind of give more guys more minutes. Hero's going to play 35, Bridges 33, 36 to Adebayo, 32 to Turner, 30 to Kelly Ware. Jovic is going to get much more opportunity, up to 16, and then Knecht's going to play 10 off the bench and just see if that helps us out. And Russ does seem like he is still leaning towards retirement. I think the only way we could save that is by winning a championship, which I just don't think it's. I think we had the exact same record as last year. Awards, nothing. Russ made second team again. Finished the season averaging about 21, 6, and 9.5. Almost 2 steals. Percentages are terrible. Had some interesting games. Did he even have a triple-double this year? Oh, against OKC, he had 30, 10, and 10. How many did he have? He had 3 this year, only 1 last year. Bunch of double-doubles this year, though. Wow. We are a 5 seed again this time to go against the other Florida team. And I think for this series, we're going to move Hillel into the starting lineup. This is because I just looked at Clint Capella, who's their starting center. His rebounding attributes are crazy, both 92. I did not know that. Kelly gives us a little bit more rebounding than Turner. I obviously still want Bam to guard Paolo. I am considering moving Hero to the bench. Yeah, I think I'm going to. We're going to move Hero to the bench, move Bridges to the 2, and we're actually going to let Peyton Watson start at 3. That takes away Dalton Knecht's minutes. We're going to take away a bunch of Jovic's as well. We're also going to take away some of Russ's minutes. I think that'll help give us more balance. And actually, in doing so, we're going to open up some minutes for Knecht to come in, just shoot some threes if he can. And we're going to see how this looks. Game 1, actually, before I start it, set the matchup. So, Paolo, Bam, Franz, Peyton, and Desmond Bane, Mikal Bridges. All right, game 1 is a loss. We lose by 3. Banchero had 38 on bad shooting from 3, 28 for Franz. Hero had a good game. Russ struggled. Didn't get the scoring we needed. Game 2 is another loss. 38 and 8 from Russ. They just might be better than us. Game 3, we do win by 3. Bam, 27, 12, and 5, 29, and 11 for Russ. Pivotal game 4, and we do tie the series. 23, 2, and 11 for Russ. 32, 5, and 4. 19 points from both Peyton Watson and Miles Turner. Bam pitched in with 15. 10 rebounds from Kelly Ware. Can we go up 3-2? We do, actually. Wow. 9-point victory. Russ double-double. Chance to get out of the first round in this game. We do have a lead, and we are going to hold on. We killed them back-to-back quarters. 40 points. 33 was the lowest points scored in a quarter for us. Russ with a near triple-double. Tyler Hero gave us 34 off bench. Mikal 24. Kelly Ware 21. Peyton Watson 15. 13, 10, and 8 for Bam, and we are in round 2 to to take on Toronto, who poses some interesting challenges. They got Naz Reid at the 5, Brandon Ingram off the bench. So I'm going to actually, for this series, probably going to start Bam at the 5. And whilst I don't want Scotty to go too crazy, I feel like we can get away with a guy like Peyton Watson at the 4. Or do we go Miles Turner? Although Miles Turner, I think his perimeter defense is in the 70s, right? Yeah, we'll stay with Peyton Watson, who gives us 80s at both. Probably Mikal at the 3 to go against RJ. And then we're actually going to let both Russ and Tyler Hero. Perimeter defense is terrible. Do we low-key put Caruso in there? His other stuff's just too bad, actually. So I'm probably going to move Hero to come off the bench. Although, who's going to guard Brandon Ingram off bench? We might be cooked. Yeah, this might just be the best we can do and hope Brandon Ingram doesn't go crazy off the bench. We're going to just sim game. Actually, let me set my matchups. I think I said RJ gets guarded by Kel, Scotty by Watson. You know what might be a play? Maybe I'm overthinking this, but since Russ and Tyler Hero have this same bad perimeter defense, I think both of them have a 69. Nice. But Russ has only a 71. I feel like it used to be better. Who has the better health defense? No, that's fine. Then we'll have Nas guard Bam. Bam guard Nas. Game 1 is a victory, actually, by 13. Grady Dick had 21. Good shooting. RJ Barrett, 19. Good shooting. Quickly struggled. Scotty Barnes struggled. Nas Reid. Tyler Hero gave us 40. Russell Westbrook, 14, 7, and 10. Bad shooting. Can we win game 2? We lose game 2 by 9 or 11. Bam had a good game. Russ still shooting it poorly. Game 3, we're losing. 14 points there. Ingram had a good game off the bench. Is he starting now? He is. So we're putting Mikal on him. Game 4, we do tie it back up. 1 by 10. Scotty Barnes, really good game. Ingram, a little bit more struggle, I guess. And then we go down 3-2. Brandon Ingram, 24, 5, and 15 for Russ. Probably his best game. We're going to shorten the bench more. Pivotal game 6, and we do lose. Lost it by a lot, actually. Probably just asked certain guys to do too much. Didn't really have a choice, but that was fun. The Raptors make it to the finals, take on the Spurs, and the Spurs win the championship, and Russ has retired, along with former teammates Kevin Durant and James Harden. I feel like I see this all the time. Staff retirements, don't care, but Hall of Fame, Russ Westbrook made it. A couple more great years, added a couple more NBA second teams to his resume, and that'll do it for me. All right, y'all, if you like this video, please leave a like. It means the world to me. I have a lot of fun making these, so helps out the channel a ton if you leave a like, leave a comment. Oh, I can't believe I banged that. Hold up. Step back. Oh my god. Bam. Jumper. Fuck it. I'm wet. Hold on. Don't let me miss. Once I miss, I'll outro this. Hold up. Can't miss right now. I got a Zen. I got a Zen with rhythm shooting. All right, I missed. So yeah, leave a like. It means the world. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.